Hello folks, welcome to the Blind Model Builder. My name is Rod and I'm the Blind Model Builder. I want to start out by thanking all of you that have subscribed to my channel, and for those of you that are watching, I'm hoping you can find something interesting that I'm doing, maybe something that will help you along the way. This channel is not something that I do for just to scratch my ego or anything like that. It's something that I'm doing to show that even if you have some disabilities, you can do this. Myself, I am completely blind in my right eye and I have limited vision in my left, but yet I find a lot of joy doing this stuff. So today is actually a What Did You Buy Wednesday. It's hosted by Joe over there at Big Sky Model Workshop. He put on this segment and I've come up with some great ideas as far as to help me while I'm building, to just some ways of saving money, some ways of reinventing tools. It works out great. Now, to start with is something that is not really model related. Actually, it's model related adjacent, for myself at least. Years ago, I went through a program at the VA called was it the Blind Rehab group. I've been to a couple of different programs, one up in Seattle, that's at the Army base, and then one down in Tucson, Arizona. Through there, it kind of helps you, it's a program that helps you regain some of your independence when you've lost your sight, at least for veterans. I'm sure there are programs out there for those that are non-veteran. I'll try and come up with some information in a later date to give you for that. But first of all, they gave me these would have been years, maybe 15, 20 years ago. These are two monoculars that they gave me. I use these when I'm out camping, hunting. Yes, I do go hunting. I don't get much, but I go out for the joy of just getting out with friends, getting away from the wife, that kind of thing. But these right here, well, they're basically monoculars. They help me see stuff at a distance. This next thing I just received here in the last week, and I'm going to tell you, it has been a game changer for me. I normally use regular glasses. I've got different types. These right here are Amazon specials. They're 4.5 optic. These right here are a pair of some old ones I have that are probably 10 optic. And I think I have some 8 optic around, stuff like that. Well, I was talking to my Viz coordinator down at the VA, and he thought that this would help me. This right here is a headband, and it comes with a set of optics. I think there's a total of 5 different optics here. And the way these are set up is they can drop down. It's kind of nice, because if you look, I've got 2 on there right now. I think one is a 3, one is a 2.5. So it gives me a little bit more power. Use one. If you need to get up close, you can drop another one down. If I should find that that's still not enough, I can pull one of them off and put a stronger one on. I think right now I have it set to about 5.5 at max. It also has a light on it, and I found that the light is as much of a help as the optics themselves. I work in an area that hasn't got the greatest light, and believe it or not, light is my friend when it comes to working on this stuff. So that was the first thing that I received as far as aid to doing my job here on the bench. Next, for those of you that do two-tone or have to tape off a lot, I got, oh, where did the other one go? Here. And I can show you, like right now I'm currently working on my 70s group build. And you can see what I've got taped off there. And these right here, this is something I think my wife had gotten for sewing or for one of her other type of hobbies. It's an embossing tool. It's got a bigger ball on one end, a smaller one on the other, so you can get in and really get that tape nice and seated onto where you're trying to, let's see if I can get this in your view, see where you really want to get that stuff taped off. This right here is a different embossing tool. I bought a set of these from Amazon. I think it's $10 for 2 wooden dowels. And this one's kind of nice. It's got a wider end on it. It's got a sharp end on it. And I've noticed for this, when you're trying to roll across, it helps out and it works great. So that was one of the things that I'd gotten from my wife, or strategically acquired from her. Next, I've been wanting to do more vinyl tops. This kit right here, the top is already vinyl textured. I don't really have to do much with it. So, but I've got other ones like, where did I put the charger? Yeah, I've got other ones that I've done where you need to put in a vinyl top. I got this 1.5" duct tape, or this is actually frog tape, which is my favorite painter's tape. Also, I guess I need to put in there nothing that is that I showcase on my channel is sponsored. This is all stuff that I've gotten on my own. But this right here will give me a little bit wider patch across the top of the roof, because if any of you guys remember the vinyl roofs from the 70s, 60s up through the 80s, they usually had a seam running on each side and actually this one shows it pretty well. You got a seam here, you got a seam there, and this helps you enhance that seam, and then you don't have extra seams. And next, I showed this earlier. I had gotten it an issue with it when it came in. This is going to be a build that I'm going to start as soon as I get this body fixed. Hopefully I don't have to replace it. Granted, it wasn't a lot of money. I think it cost like $12. And I got this from, it turns out, a third-party seller, so I can't blame, I think it's Jimmy Flintstone is the guy that makes these. But it's a early 60s model, just the resin cab for a chopped early 60s Chevrolet or GMC pickup. My father-in-law has one of these that's already chopped, sitting on a 75 Eldorado chassis, which I won't be doing because that's beyond my ability. And have any of you guys seen what they're getting for the Eldorado model kits? Not paying that. But I've been told heat might fix this. Haven't gotten around to working on it yet, just kind of putting it off, you know, like a lot of things. Yeah. If you put it off long enough, it'll go away, right? No, it's not the way it works. And next, I was at my local hobby store. I think it's a privately owned store. It's called Hobby Town. I think this the store itself is nationwide, but each store's privately owned. He had a deal on $5 for 4 bottles of paint. And these are Vallejo paints. Normally these paints go for $2.99, $3.29 a bottle. I figure for $5, you really can't go wrong. There's got to be a color in there that you will use. And let me get my glasses real quick, wherever they went. Aha. The 5 colors I wound up getting are, the first one is a tan yellow right here. This will work good for wood graining. Then I got a orange red, which will work nice for, it could be used for wood graining, could be used for patina. Next is a military green. I guess if I ever do a tank model or something like that, yeah, it'll work there. And I've noticed, like, what is it? The new Chargers, actually the Charger from 2021 to 2025, I believe, 24. They had a avocado or an army green color you could get it in. I think it's a little lighter than this, but you know, I was trying to lighten it up. And then the last color I got is cork brown. Again, perfect for doing wood grain. So those were the paints that I got there. And then I got, also while there, they had a great deal on this kit right here. This is a kit that I've been looking for. I mean, I normally see it in a lowrider version. This is the stock version. This might be a 2-in-1 kit. I'm not completely sure. No, it's just a stock. But there's a group build going on right now. Or I think it starts April 1st. The Glory Days build being hosted by Dirt Road Cinderella and by Joe over there at Big Sky Model Workshop. He's also got the 70s group build going on. That'll fit. So that is one of the kits that I got. Also while there, I've been getting into a lot more 3D printing stuff. And I've been eyeing up some tires for one of my kits that I'm looking at. The, what is it? The 71, I think it is, Ford Highboy mud, or it's a raised truck. Well, the tires that come with it are a bit small in proportion, and I saw that VCG Resins, Iceman, I believe. There's a couple other have some 33-inch tires that'll work perfectly for that kit, but you have to paint them tire black. I know I've got a couple bottles of this around, but for the life of me, I can't find them. So, picked up another one. Again, this was, I think, $2.99. So, you know, you do what you got to do. And this is something that I had ordered before Christmas. I knew I wanted another one. I'd already built the one tow truck. I've showed it on my, yeah, right there. I built this truck. I finished it up here in January. Turned out really great. Well, I've got a couple of put that back. I got a couple of truck bodies lying around that I could use that same premise, but make myself instead of a Ford, I think I have an old Dodge. I got two old Dodges, a 70s from a Warlock kit that I'm going to rebuild. I've got a square body Chevy lying around somewhere. I think I've even got a late 90s Chevy truck and interior. I know where the interior is at. The truck I've got to find. I have an idea of where I put it, but you know, you get old, memory goes. Yeah. I've also got a Gen 2, I think it is, Dodge truck, the body that I really want to use on it, but I'll use whichever one to give myself this again. I mean, it's a 3/4 ton, or it's a 1-ton 4-wheel drive. Yes, it'll have a Ford running gear on it, but that's all right. I got an LS motor sitting here that's all done, ready to go into a GM truck. I've got a Cummins motor done that's ready to go in a Dodge. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But again, that's when I get some of my other builds completed and when I want a challenge again. Right now I'm with this 73 Ford. I'm just looking for something that's not a huge challenge. You know, I just got done with the tow truck. I'm working on that Rolls Royce, which I've had to kind of put away for a little bit. Technical difficulties with it, and I found if I don't put it away, I'm gonna throw it away. So yeah. And next, I got my Holy Grail kit. With shipping, I wound up paying $30 for it. The box is beat up, but it's all intact. This I might fit into my Ultimate Chrome build, or I might actually build this one for my daughter. The 59 Cadillac Eldorado. This kit, I got it. It was open, but it looks like it's complete. I'll open it up here real quick. Let's get some stuff off the bench, and we'll look to see what's in it together. Let's move some stuff here. Okay. Well, folks, there was one other thing that I had picked up this last week. A lot of paints call for hardeners, and I was looking at MCW. They have a hardener that they use. I love the MCW paint. That stuff sprays down perfectly, but it really needs a hardener, otherwise it's got to sit and cure for a long time. Well, I picked this stuff up on Amazon. Cost me $20. The MCW hardener comes in these little 1-ounce bottles, and I think they charge $6.99 for one of those. Might be more than that. I haven't bought one in quite a while. But I thought for $20, this was a lot better deal. So, with that, I'm going to call it adieu and let you guys go. Have fun building. Take care. See you next time.